Eastern Nagaland People's Organization, led by its president, scheduled to hold meeting at the national capital today. Team leaves for Delhi on Thursday at the invitation of Union Ministry of Home Affairs. Naga People's Front Aghunaka unit holds meeting on issues related to the forthcoming general elections. Meeting held at Head Gaubura's residence, attended by party office bearers and executive members. With rising cases of COVID, Prime Minister Narendra Modi chairs high-level meeting to assess COVID situation in country. PM cautions against complacency while laying stress on testing and strengthening surveillance measures, especially at international airports. Ahead of Christmas holidays, more than 2,270 US flights cancelled on Thursday due to heavy snow and freezing temperatures. Airlines issue weather waivers allowing travelers to change itineraries without penalty during a short window. A very good morning to our viewers. You're watching Nltv News now. I am Yashira, and now the news in detail. A delegation from Eastern Nagaland People's Organization, led by its president, Sapi Q Sangtam, left for Delhi on Thursday for a meeting scheduled on December 23 at the invitation of the Union Ministry of Home Affairs. Reportedly, the NPO received the invitation the day the three-member MHA team headed by Advisor to Northeast A.K. Mishra returned to Delhi from Nagaland after holding a series of meetings on Frontier Nagaland demand. As reported earlier, the central team would submit its report to the Home Ministry, following which Union Home Minister Amit Shah is scheduled to visit Eastern Nagaland in January 2023. It may be mentioned that NPO, during its Central Executive Council meeting held recently, reaffirmed its August 26, 2022 resolution to not take part in any election process until the Frontier Nagaland is fulfilled by the Government of India. Ahead of Nagaland Assembly elections, Naga People's Front Aghunaka unit on Thursday held a meeting at the residence of Hukato Yeptho, who is the head Gaubura of R. Hokishe village. The meeting was held under the leadership of NBF Aghunaka unit president Kekato Awomi and was attended by party office bearers and executive members to discuss on the issues of forthcoming general election. During the meeting, the party workers have decided to morally and physically support the eligible candidate who is going to stand in place of Kashito Yeptho at the constituency. As the Board of Arbitrators appointed by Tenimi People's Organization gave its verdict over the land dispute between Southern Angami Public Organization and Mao Council, the SAPO completely rejected the decision made by TPO. Notably, TPO's verdict mentioned that Kalotsa and Zuku Valley shall be a common property of the Southern Angami Public Organization, Mao Council and Maram Kulen village, which made the organization more angry and further decided to continue with restricting Mao citizens from entering into its area during a meeting convened at its Zakhama headquarters on Thursday. Over the verdict made by TPO, SAPO asserted that it was not in line with the traditional way of settling disputes over land. Citing Naga customs and tradition, President of SAPO, Sophie, termed the verdict by TPO as biased, as a judge could never pronounce a disputed land into a common property. Even after several protests from political parties and unions, the National Highway Road near Dimapur's MSDC Stadium has been lying unrepaired from a long period of time. During rainy season, the road is flooded with water and sometimes the road becomes dusty, which causes skin diseases and allergies. During an interaction with Nltv, several people on Thursday opined that it is the busiest road in Dimapur. The state government should take it on priority basis to reconstruct the road in a proper manner. Furthermore, the public also urged the government to reduce the accidents in the area by paying attention to the road, which is in dilapidated condition.
आया नकबियो बेसी दुख पाए रास्ता निमित्ते तो रास्ता तो बनाई দিব লাগে आधा घंटा लगा रास्ता तो 2 घंटा লাগি যায় যাবলৈ আৰু গাড়ীখান বি বেছি বিয়া হয় আৰু ৰাস্তা তো বনাই দিলে ভাল আছে ৰাস্তা তো আলাগ আলাগ জায়গাতে বনাই সব জায়গাতে বনাব লাগে তো টাউন ভিতৰতে বনাব লাগে এটো তো মেইন হাইওয়ে আছে তো আলাগ খান তো ভিতৰলা তো ইমান জৰুৰী নহয় এটো তো একদম আসাম যা লাগা এটো মেইন হাইওয়ে আছে তো এটো তো ইমার্জেন্সি এটোই বনাব লাগে এটো তো একদম ঢিলাই পরা একদম দুবিনালা তো পুরা বিয়া আছে এটো বিয়াই আছে মেইন তো এটোই বনাব লাগে আলাগ খান তো কি লিবি না এটোই বনাব লাগে দাস খান নিমিত্তে তো নকবি দাস খান নিমিত্তে প্যাসেঞ্জার বি ইমান বিয়া পায় লিবি কোনকে কব না জাগান তো নিজৰ জানি কিনা বনাব লাগে হয় তো ইঞ্জিনতে যায় তো সর্দি বুখার লাগি যায় আর পিছতে করোনা কব হয় সর্দি বুখার কান তো এনে হয়ে যায় বাস খান বি বেড়ায় সব গাড়ি তো ইটো রাস্তায় বেশি বেড়ায় আলাগ খান তো ইমান না বেড়াই লিবি না এটো তো মেইন হাইওয়ে আছে তো এটো তো বালপরা বনাই দিলে ভাল আছে টাটা খান তো হয় টাটা এটো তো আছে রাস্তা তো বেশি বিয়া না টাটা খান বি দাবাই কিনা যায় টাটা খান লাগা রাস্তাই আছে এটো তো ছোট গাড়ি লাগা রাস্তা নহয় হয় এটো হাইওয়ে আছে মেইন তো টাটাই বেশি বেড়ায় এটো বলে আর ছোট গাড়ি তো হিসাবই না করে থাকেন বি
হয় রাস্তা তো আমি এইটো কেতিয়া বানাব কি হ'ব এইটো নাজানে না এইটো কিমান সাল হৈ আছে আমি এইটো ৰাস্তা বেৰাই কিনে দুখ তো পাই আছে হলিবি বানাই না দিয়ে কি কৰিব আমি
তাইখান আহে সাধু হলে বি তাইখান বি কয় না ডাষ্ট বেছি আছে তো তাইখান বি দুখ পায় ডাষ্ট কাৰণে না এইটো কাৰণে ইমান কেতিয়াবাতো নাপাই বি যায় এতিয়াতো আৰু চুকা টাইম আছে এতিয়া আৰু মখানতো বেছি প্ৰব্লেম হৈ যাব ডাষ্ট কাৰণে তো কৰিছে মইতো বেছি ডাষ্ট এলাৰ্জি আছে মাস্ক লগাই থাকে না আৰু এতিয়াতো ঠাণ্ডা আছে পাৰি যায় মাস্ক লগাবলৈ না হলে গৰম টাইমতেতো বেছি দুখ পায় আৰু এইটো ডাষ্ট পলিউশ্যন পৰাতো মই বেছি সৰ্দি খাসি বি হৈ যায় দে এইটো প্ৰব্লেম আছে হয় নালা কাৰণে বি দুখ পায় স্মেল খানটো আহে না পানী যাবলৈ নাপায় লেতেৰা পানীটো সব ৰাস্তাতে আহি যায় এইটো কাৰণে বি মখানটো দুখটো পায়
রাস্তা নিমিত্তে তো বেশি দুঃখ পায় আর ডাস্ট বি বেশি আহে দোকানতে বইবলে না পারে এতিয়া সামান মুচি সকলে এতিয়া আর আইকিনা লেতেরা হয়ে যায় কাস্টমার বি বিয়া পায় না আর সর্দি কাশি তো এতিয়া ডাস্ট বড়া বেশি হয়ে আছে ইটো বড়া ইটো বানাইছো করলে আর ড্রেন বি নাই চাবি ইমান লেতেরা থাকে এইটো জায়গাটো এইটো বি অলপ বাল বড়া বানাই দিলে মই এখন খুশি পাব নালা কারণে তো ড্রেন নিমিত্তে বেশি প্রবলেম মিন্স অলপ সামারতে পানি भी বেশি गिरे तो पानी सीजन তে তো এইটো টাইমতে তো বেশি দুঃখ পায় পুরা ফ্লাড নিশানা হয়ে যায় এরিয়া তো আর এতিয়া भी সবই বাহা উপর লাগা পানি আই কিনা পুরা রাস্তাই বিয়া করে দে বানাইছে বলে কামই না থাকে
আয়া নকবিও বেশি দুখ পায় রাস্তা নিমিত্তে
With the ongoing dispute between Southern Angami Public Organization and Mao community, where they banned the entry of Mao people in the Southern Angami area, 34 stranded individuals of Mao community from Dimapur were ferried through a private bus on Thursday. The bus travelled via Perrin Road towards Maram area, while around 50 other individuals are expected to be ferried again on Friday. Ahead of Christmas, a football tournament organized by City Boys Football Club got underway at Shemitor's Anatongre village on Thursday. A total of 10 football clubs from Anatongre, Maipok, Shamitor, Secure, Nutsu and Kifire are participating in the tournament. The champions of the tournament will receive a prize money of Rs 10,000 while the runners-up will get Rs 5,000. The club informed that the tournament is organized every year in order to provide a platform to youngsters so they can take up football as profession and represent village, tribe and district in the future. A workshop on good governance practices was held in Kohima's DC Conference Hall on Thursday. During the event, Kohima Deputy Commissioner Shanawaz C. remarked that the adaptability and willingness to change will be the first thing towards good governance and urged the government, servants and the public to work for the society selflessly. It is to be mentioned that good governance is celebrated every year for a week with the motto Susashan Sapta Prashanna Gao Ki Aur campaign, which means good governance week and governance towards village. Several discussions were held during the workshop regarding women empowerment, hygiene, village action plan, smart city mission and others. Earlier, Longlang District Administration also celebrated Good Governance Week on Wednesday and was attended by officers, DC office staffs and public. Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee along with Naga Hoho extended greetings on the occasion of Christmas. Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee called upon all to pray through the season for the brotherhood of Nagaland to prevail for a united Nagaland. Meanwhile, Naga Hoho appealed to every Naga to forgive one another and embrace together with renewed vision of hope so as to face the new challenges with the dawn of New Year. Indian National Congress, the Grand Old Party, has once again taken a dig at the BJP and its alliance parties by saying that BJP has done nothing but only spread hatred between communities. National Secretary for All India Congress Committee and in charge for Nagaland, Ranajit Mukherjee, in an exclusive conversation with Nltv, said that Congress is the only alternative to BJP-NDPP alliance in Nagaland. The senior leader also blamed BJP for allegedly failing to resolve the boundary disputes among the northeastern states. Heaping praise on State President K. Theri, AICC Secretary, went on to say that Theri is a perfect leader and one of the most experienced politicians when it comes to state politics. Optimistic about the party's chances in 2023, Mukherjee cited examples of Congress's countrywide foot march, Bharat Jodo Yatra. Mukherjee said that Yatra is an example of unity, integrity and that people have shown love and connection for Rahul Gandhi. And therefore, Congress is hoping to see a positive outcome. It is to be mentioned that Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee earlier announced that it is willing to form a secular alliance with any like-minded parties like NPF or JDU in the upcoming elections.
To many states, including Nagaland. It is the Congress that has worked towards the integration of Northeast in its development and you would see that it is during the Congress eras that many of the divisions that may have naturally been there have resolved themselves, and people are and the people of Northeast have integrated not only within themselves, within the Northeast, but also with India. And most of the development that you see in the Northeast is basically nothing other than Congress era. In fact, if you look around Nagaland today, I would say literally all the development, anything, the hospitals, roads, whatever you talk about, it's all happened during the last Dr. Jammeh's time. There's practically no development that you see under the current government today. Under the BJP-NDPP government of today that Nagaland has, there is practically no developmental project that can be talked about. The current situation of the Congress is very positive. As you can see that we have had the Bharat Jodo Yatra that Mr. Rahul Gandhi has been leading, but has been working with 120 permanent yatris from Kanyakumari. As of today, they've entered Haryana. It's an unprecedented 105 days where millions of people in the states that he has crossed and from all the states that he has not gone, that it is not crossing, have participated in. In fact, from Nagaland, our Vice President, Mr. Supong Meren, and the Youth Congress President Lima went with me and we met Mr. Rahul Gandhi at Chitradurga district in Karnataka. And Mr. Supong Meren put on the owl jacket on Mr. Gandhi and he walked with the owl jacket, and that was a very proud moment for all of us. Even for states that he is not walking through, the people are excited. You will see, I'm sure you will have been receiving updates or small videos on your WhatsApp groups or your Facebook groups regarding Bharat Jodo Yatra. The people of the country, and I would say in the state also, have been yearning for a change. And the Bharat Jodo Yatra wants to bring people together, reunite a country that has been divided on many lines, and bring about a positive change for the country.
Former Chief Secretary of Nagaland, Banua Z. Zamir, has been appointed as the Lokayukta of Nagaland. A notification issued by the Department of Personal and Administrative Reforms on Tuesday stated that Zamir's appointment would take effect from the date of taking oath of office before the Governor of Nagaland and assuming charge of her office to exercise the powers conferred on and to perform the functions assigned to her under the Act. Deputy Commissioner of Dimapur, Sachin Jaiswal, issued a notification calling for any claims for land or property damage compensation for the national stretch of National Highway 29 falling within Dimapur district. In pursuance to the judgment order by the Guwahati High Court Kohima bench on November 29, the DC further stated that all claims must be submitted to the DC office within 45 days from the date of issue of the notice, excluding Christmas and New Year holidays. Three literary luminaries from Northeast were awarded the Sahitya Academy Award 2022 on Thursday. Assamese storyteller and journalist Manoj Kumar Goswami bagged the prestigious literary award for the short story collection. Bhul Satya and Bodo poet Rashmi Chaudhary was honored for her poetry collection Sansrini Modera. Along with Assamese writers, Manipuri writers, Koicham Shantibal has also won the Sahitya Academy Award for the poetry book Lor Rengnung. Union Health Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandavia is scheduled to hold a virtual meeting with state health ministers on COVID-19 situation and preparedness at 3 p.m. today. This high-level review meeting comes against the backdrop of a spike in COVID-19 cases in some countries. Notably, over the last 2 days, chief ministers of many states around the country have conducted high-level meetings with senior officials regarding the preparedness for COVID-19 in their states. Meanwhile, on Thursday, Prime Minister Narendra Modi also chaired a high-level meeting to review the status and preparedness of public health response to COVID-19. With the rising cases of COVID-19 in several countries, Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday chaired a high-level meeting to assess the COVID-19 situation in the country and cautioned against complacency while laying stress on testing and strengthening the surveillance measures, especially at international airports. He further emphasized COVID-appropriate behavior in view of the upcoming festive season, including wearing masks in crowded public places. Modi reiterated that COVID is not over yet and advised states to audit COVID-specific facilities to ensure operational readiness of hospital infrastructure, including oxygen cylinders, PSA plants, ventilators, and human resources. Meanwhile, Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia briefed Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha about the steps taken to tackle the possible challenges. Mansukh mentioned that the government has begun their random RT-PCR sampling among the passengers arriving at international airports in the country. With an aim to unite the people of India, Grand Old Party's Bharat Jodo Yatra resumed from Haryana's Sohna on Friday. Several organizations and leaders of opposition party joined Rahul Gandhi's Padyatra. Meanwhile, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi was slammed by opposition parties for carrying out the Bharat Jodo Yatra without following the COVID guidelines. Hitting back at the statement, Gandhi opined that central government is making excuses to stop the yatra and alleged that the government is scared of India's truth. Agra's Taj Mahal has been put on high alert amid the sudden surge in COVID cases in China and other countries. District Health Information Officer in Agra informed that the popular tourist destination has been put on alert considering it is frequently visited by a large number of tourists. The District Health Information Officer further informed that domestic and foreign tourists come every day in large numbers to visit the World Heritage and therefore they will have to undergo a COVID test before their visit. Notably, the move comes after China, US, Brazil, South Korea and Japan reported the high numbers of coronavirus cases, while China hospitals have been reported to be overcrowded with COVID-19 patients. After a long debate on terrorism, global south and maritime security, India on Thursday wrapped up its December presidency of the United Nations Security Council. India's permanent representative to United Nations, Ruchika Kamboj, remarked that even after India is set to exit UNSC after a two-year term, the country will continue to raise its voice against the common enemy of humanity such as terrorism, and further added that the Security Council need to be reformed soon. The representative also expressed gratitude towards the 5 outgoing members, namely Ireland, Kenya, Mexico, Norway and India, for their hard work and contribution during their terms on the Security Council.
And to the Secretariat of the Council for all the support that they have given to us. Indeed, it has been a busy month and one in which we rallied to consensus on several important issues within our purview. We could not have done it alone and without the hard work, support and positive contributions of every delegation and the representatives of the Secretariat, including the technical support team, conference service officers, interpreters, verbatim reporters and security staff. As we end our presidency, I know I speak on behalf of the Council in wishing the delegation of Japan good luck for the month of January. On behalf of the Council, I would also like to express the sincere appreciation of the Council to the 5 outgoing members, namely India, Ireland, Kenya, Mexico and Norway. I commend their hard work and contributions during their terms on the Security Council.
More than 2,270 US flights were cancelled on Thursday. Many airlines have issued weather waivers, allowing travelers to change their itineraries without penalty during a short period of time. That is all for now. Keep watching Nagaland TV for more news and updates.